What can you tell us about Kylian Mbappe?
OK. The situation with Kylian Mbappe is there was a 5 p.m. deadline that was imposed by Real Madrid. And they basically said to PSG, we have made €170 million offer plus 10 million euros in add-ons for Kylian Mbappe. We made this offer 2 or 3 days ago. You have not responded. You've got till 5 p.m. today to respond. And if you don't respond, we're going to walk away. The deadline came and went. There was no response from PSG, even though Kylian Mbappe only has 10 months left on his contract. So he can leave PSG for nothing next summer. And what I've been told is that Real Madrid's position now is this. The deadline passed. They are now going to walk away. They're going to walk away because they are sure that they will get Kylian Mbappe. Not today, not tomorrow, but they will get him next summer for nothing. And if that's what PSG want, if they want to kiss goodbye to 180 million euros, that is their decision. Real Madrid have tried to do things properly. They've tried to conduct themselves properly by paying what they believe the player is worth, even though he's only got 10 months left on his contract. And PSG have basically ignored them. And what Real Madrid are saying is, fine, no problem. We'll be back in January when we will be allowed to speak to Kylian Mbappe. He will sign a pre-contract agreement with us, and he will move to Madrid next summer.
And as
far as the player himself is concerned, what I'm being told is this. He wants to go to Madrid. He is not going to sign a new contract at PSG. He has told PSG again, I will not sign a new contract. I want to go to Madrid. But as things stand, PSG have decided not to respond to the offer and to keep Kylian Mbappe. So, in the short term, it looks like they're going to keep him. But in the long term, what I've been told is he will be a Real Madrid player.
Yeah, well, it doesn't make any financial sense to do
What I would say there, though, is Carve's saying that Real Madrid have done everything by the book, but I think it's very, very clever how they've gone about this, because they've left it until the final week to really make a move for Kylian Mbappe, knowing that PSG will then have a decision to make, knowing that PSG can't tie Kylian Mbappe down to a new contract. And I think I've mentioned this before about this power play that will now ensue between Paris Saint-Germain and Kylian Mbappe, and it will just ramp up now, because if Kylian Mbappe stays in this transfer window, PSG has said before, Leonardo had said before, look, one of 3 things will happen. Look, we'll either stay and we'll extend, we'll either get more than we paid for him, or if he doesn't extend his contract, he has actually promised us that he will not leave for free. So in a way, there's only one window now, because it shouldn't be forgotten, even though he can sign a pre-contract agreement in January, there's still one window left if he doesn't move in the next 24 hours for PSG to get money for Kylian Mbappe. That's actually in the January transfer window. It's whether Real Madrid go in with money in January to try and sign him in January. But by then, you're 4 months away from being able to get him for free, and you can sign him on a pre-contract agreement at the start of 2022. So PSG have put themselves, well, Real Madrid, you could say, have put PSG in a really, really difficult position.
Yeah, they're in a pickle.
They are.
Need to sort it
and I
out.
think PSG, what they want to do now is to send a message to the fans that we tried everything. We bought Lionel Messi. He said he would not leave for free, but the situation now is Mbappe could leave for free if Real Madrid, A, don't up their bid, or if PSG don't go back to Real Madrid and say, OK, look, we'll accept it.
Look, I don't want to steal all the thunder from the top of the show, the fact that what we said, but I have a sneaky suspicion this is not the end of it. I have a sneaky suspicion, Carve, we're going to be talking about this tomorrow, and actually he does go.
The point you're making is that it's all well and good for Real Madrid to say the deadline is 5 p.m. today.
The deal's still there, surely.
But we all know the deadline is not 5 p.m. The deadline is not set by Real Madrid. The deadline is 11 p.m. tomorrow. So there is still a chance that PSG could pick up the phone, ring up Real Madrid and say, OK, you know what, we'll take the 170 plus 10 million euros and you can have Kylian Mbappe. Or there is still a chance that Real Madrid could increase their offer. Because I've been told that PSG would find it very difficult to turn down an offer of about £200 million. So in the next few hours, tomorrow morning, could Real Madrid go back in and offer something like that?
So, you know, we said that deadline, but we've actually...
Exactly. Could they go back in and increase their offer? Now, I've asked the relevant people who are involved in the negotiations. I've said, I know Real Madrid have walked away, but is there a chance they'll go back in with a better offer? And I was told that is the wrong question to be asking us now. We don't want to answer that question now.
Okay.
And I think what I'm being told is that Real Madrid may go back in. May. I don't think they will. I was told they're not going to go back in. But obviously, the clock is ticking. The deadline is tomorrow. I think they will consider it, and there is still a chance they will go back in with an increased offer. And there is still a chance that PSG will accept the offer that's already on the table. But the official line, the position I've been told we should report by people who are involved in these negotiations is 1, at the moment, PSG are not going to accept the offer, and 2, Real Madrid are not going to increase the offer.
What I find the big question at the moment is what is more incredible here? Real Madrid offering 170 million euros for a player who they can sign on a pre-contract agreement on a free in 3 months, or Paris Saint-Germain not accepting 170 million euros for a player who's not going to sign a new contract and is available on a pre-contract.
And publicly, everyone knows about it. So everyone's going to look at this and think, PSG, what are you doing?
The only thing I'll say from Real Madrid's point of view, everyone's been saying this to me. Why are Real Madrid offering 170, 180 million euros for a player they can get for nothing next summer? I think he's such an extraordinary player. He's going to be the next Ronaldo. He's going to be the next Messi. And he's only 22 years old. And Real Madrid have been told by agents, look, we can get you Mbappe now for 170, 180. Do you want us to go ahead and do it? And they've said, yes, please, go ahead and do it, because it's a risk for them to wait until next summer.
Yeah.
Yes, I know Kylian Mbappe is a Real Madrid fan. He wants to play for Real Madrid. But what happens next summer if Man City come in for him? What happens if Liverpool come in for him? What happens if Man United come in for him? Then Real Madrid would be taking a risk. They would be taking a gamble. He's such an extraordinary talent. I personally can understand why you would want to get him now and not take the risk of waiting until January or waiting until next summer.
Me too.